Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dan Dunn from Marquette University's Applied Investment Management program, and this week I'm pitching ASE Technologies, ticker ASX, for the international technology sector. ASX focuses the majority of their business around being what is known as an OSAT, or an outsourced assembly and testing business. Unlike OEMs or original equipment manufacturers, an OSAT does not design its own products, and instead it will take assembly requests as a third party and will provide the proper packaging to silicon chips and devices that are made by foundries, as well as testing them before shipping them to their final customer. OSATs have typically dominated integrated circuits and testing, and ASX is at the top of the list in terms of size and revenue, as they control about 19.2% of the market share for OSATs. And the company was formed from the merger of Silicon Precision Industries, or SPIL, and Advanced Semiconductor Engineering, ASE, in 2018. The company has positioned themselves throughout the semiconductor supply chain, and they focus on supply steps other than the designing and foundry services, which come a bit earlier in the supply chain. The company focuses mainly on assembly and testing of the product before it is shipped out to its final buyer. Assembly typically includes wafer dicing, die attaching, flip chip packaging, label printing, vacuum packaging, and final inspections. In other words, they are focused mainly on the final stages of chip manufacturing before they are sent out to customers like Apple or NVIDIA. Sustainability has been a huge part of ASC's business plan, especially over the last 5 years. The company has received countless awards, such as being a member of the A-list for CDP. They are the only company in Taiwan to make the company 4 times, and the only company to make that list 4 times and score AA ratings for both climate change and water security. They are a member of the Dow Jones Sustainability Index, and the company recycled 34 million tons of water in 2020, had 22 water conservation projects in 2020, and this reduced effluent discharge by 70%. Now, some of my main drivers for ASE's future success. The market for semiconductors is expected to continue to grow by a CAGR of 6.33% annually through 2025. ASE's massive size, with several facilities worldwide and over 101,000 employees, gives it significant buyer power for its materials, as well as power as a supplier. The company is expected to raise prices shortly on wire bonding, which makes up 42% of current revenue, and that has increased by at least 100 basis points over each of the last 5 quarters. Finally, capital expansion into smart manufacturing and its location on the Taiwan cluster make it an indispensable partner of the semiconductor supply chain. Therefore, due to its size and influence, expected industry growth from 5G expansion and electric vehicles, and other sustainable advancements, it is recommended that ASE be added to the International AIM Equity Fund portfolio through its unsponsored ADR with a price target of $12.34, representing a potential upside of 58.66%. In order to reach a valuation for ASE, a 5-year DCF model was constructed. Using a terminal growth rate of 2% and a WACC of 8.93%, an intrinsic value of $11.47 was reached. A sensitivity analysis of plus or minus 50 basis points on the terminal growth rate and WACC ranged from $10.09 to $13.33. Additionally, a price earnings multiple valuation was calculated using a PDE of 13.1 times and using a weighted average PE multiple of 23.4 times, resulting in a relative value of $14.03. Finally, an EV to EBITDA multiple valuation was conducted using a weighted average EV to EBITDA multiple of 12.27 times, resulting in a relative value of $14.72. By weighting those models 70, 15, 15, a price target of $12.34 was reached, resulting in a 58.66% potential upside. Some of the risks associated with this company, one of those includes the coronavirus effect. All throughout the supply chain, pent-up demand continues to impact the industry as foundries and OSATs struggle to meet the demand of their clients. It is unlikely that this difference in supply and demand resolves itself before 2023. For some OSATs, this has resulted in double bookings. Chinese power restrictions are the latest issue for ASE and some of its competitors. China recently entered an energy crisis as coal inventories are slowly running out, and coal provides about 2/3 of China's electricity. And there are two major facilities for ASE that are located in China. Finally, short-sighted expectations. Management frequently will only give insights for future quarters and often does not provide details about future years. Part of this is just the dynamics of the industry, and despite this, they've had consistent customers and demand has remained high. Finally, the company is run by CEO Dr. Tian Wu, who graduated from the University of Pennsylvania, Jason C.S. Chang, who's current chairman of the board, and Joseph Tong, previously a vice president at Citibank, who attained his MBA from the University of Southern California. Thank you.